All right. Here we go. We have the board. 225 squares of opportunity. An empty field of promise. As we sit down to begin the penultimate round of the UK National Scrabble Championship, Austin Shin is on the brink of sweet victory.
Okay, Brock is on his rack. BROGH. Yeah.
Yeah, there's there's no keep from this rack that makes playing short feasible. So you're going to want to play, probably Brog. No I for neighbor, sadly. So that seems like the pretty standard play. I'm not sure there's too much to think about with it. And yeah, it looks like it's going down fairly short order.
And
There we
Zoana
are.
fits nicely at 7G. Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. That's probably the play. Very cool. So yeah. Again, he's probably take a bit of time looking to see if there's any other whiz bang sort of thing to do with the X, but with so few vowels on the board, there's not really any good place to play X parallel or anything like that. So yeah, Zoana in that spot is pretty standard. And then
There's another standard move coming up, I guess. Hell seems intuitive here.
Yup.
Yep. So far, it's been quite a fast game. Yeah.
Yeah, not too much to think about. Pretty much one standout play for each. There's no Q play. Hell scores enough that it's not worthwhile exchanging. So, just make the play, keep QE in, and hope that you draw something. Even if you pull an I, Hell sets up low B and QI, so it's not an emergency with the Q yet. Although the pickup does him no favors.
Is staged Lee valid? No.
Stagedly.
No.
No, but that would be fun. So, Brog or Bruff or however you pronounce that does take the mouse. So the S that Lewis has drawn is, has some value. The M column is a really high value lane here. Not that it necessarily needs to be used right now.
Toady is an option too. Toady forming Lobo.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Or just Loy. Even Loy scores a lot. LOY with EX.
yeah. Let's see. Loy would be 30.
Yep. 30.
And Toady is also 30. So yeah, they're pretty much the same. I might prefer Toady a bit since you're holding the mouse. You want to, there's some value in keeping the shell hook open. And the other, yeah.
Yeah, I think seeing that he has the S, I'll probably keep the S for shell and play Toady here.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you can infer an S from the play of hell.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone for Loy. I have a feeling this is not going to turn out well later because there won't be much space for bingos.
Yeah, the M column is. I mean, there are two ascending lanes. You have the M column, and then you have row 9. That queue is starting to become a problem, but yeah, Eocene. Yeah, it's worth playing like your choices are playing something like Eocene and exchanging the queue. So yeah, play 6, hold the queue, you'll draw something. Probably.
Yeah, he'll probably draw a I at least for QIN.
Yep. QIN or yeah, the spot low making low B is still there, and if you draw a U, even so much the better. So
Oh, even better, he has drawn a blank.
oh yeah, that goes with the Q. So now what does Lewis do to keep his scoring from stopping? I don't think there's any bonuses, unless there's some whiz bang 9.
Nope, no 9s.
Which I don't think so. No, nothing through AG, nothing through NO. So yeah, like I probably just played Duce at 8A, right? Like that seems
8A?
yeah, DUCE. That seems pretty standard, keeping NEST. Puts the D out in space. That'll be decent to go with your leave, and then it keeps M column open. Also for bingo on the other side. I don't think I would play something like dunces here.
How about Dunch? DUNSH.
Dunch isn't.
Yeah, 33 points.
Dunch is interesting. That 18, 20, scores 31.
I think
So
that's
it's
33.
33,
Oh, no, 31. Sorry. Yeah.
31. Yeah, so you're only picking up 10 points over Duce for 21. So yeah, I'd keep the powder dry at this point and save the S for something next turn with that leave. I think Lewis's play makes sense. Although Dunch is a cool find and a cool placement, that's for sure.
Okay, so Quiff's gonna go down. Yep, pretty intuitive here.
Yep. Not much else to do. So once again, looks like Lewis managed to miss a bonus draw. So it's going to be another sort of slogging turn, trying to figure out, do you burn the mouse at this point? Spelt and Quiffs is going to be a nice score.
Yeah, Spelt looks like the right move here.
Yeah, Spelt would be 35.
Or if he wants more board control by not opening up, he can play other words. Yeah, maybe like spleen.
Yeah. Yeah, spleen would be 30, and that spot would be 37. I don't know if there's anything. I mean,
There's a few places to play spleen. One is behind Brock. The other one is hooking. Oh no, my EOC does not take that, so it takes can hook it behind Quiff. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Spleen and Bruff would be 34. Yeah. Or there's options for playing short. Like there's still some merit perhaps in not cashing the S yet.
Yeah, he could play LEP. Or
Yeah.
pen. Yeah.
Yeah, Lep at C1 would be a pretty fun, aggressive play, right? You just throw the L out there and make a. But
I was thinking of Lep C2.
yeah, playing it down one may make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I would, for 30 something points, 35, 37 points, I would be inclined to spend the S here and play 5, 6 tiles and sort of move on with the game. Start shaping the board, take out the quiff hook. As it stands, that wouldn't work great for Lewis, since Austin is sitting on an S-ending bingo. But Pent.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
I'm not sure if he's considering the possibility of 9s through AG. That's why he chose Pent instead of Slept or Spelt. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the bingo goes down pretty quickly. It's the only one that ends in S. There were things going to the E, including the famous pre-dried that David Eldar famously played against Nigel in Nottingham this year. And it's a gorgeous post-bingo draw for Austin. And
right now, Lewis can play ideals, hooking quiff, if and ideals. Yeah.
oh yeah, playing downward. Yep, there's be what 8, 9, 10, 11. That'd be 38.
Pretty good score there. Keeping ES.
Yeah, definitely. There's probably not any advantage to playing horizontally there. Something like Silai is pretty aggressive. And yeah. Yeah, Idle's keeping ES probably. And then you have the Eden Eocene to play through. You have the S in the corner to start a bingo. You have
so floating R, floating
through
D.
the R. Yeah, floating R, floating D. Floating D is slightly less useful because the D tends to be at the end of the word, but the floating R will be ERS bingos will go, all that stuff. You have S starting bingos with Spent and Duces. And then, yeah, you have the Gritters hook that's going to be available on row 1. So plenty of opportunities for Lewis to still draw into stuff.
Oh,
He
wow.
does go with Siley. Yeah.
Siley. Very aggressive there.
Yep. Playing trying to make sure that the scoring doesn't stop. Making an aggressive play behind when Austin has a completely random rack.
But surprisingly, playing Siley, he has actually damaged Austin's bingo score.
Yeah, right, because he can't use the quiff hook.
Yeah.
But I've got to imagine that the double-double's going down pretty quickly. Some kind of double-double. It's imperative to take out that line, as well as it being probably your highest scoring spot to play bonus yourself.
Or, I mean, since it's Austin, he might leave it open for more volatility. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the chat Waben was saying, and when Lewis played Pent, or no, not when he played Pent, but the next one, maybe SYE instead of Siley, which is going to be less aggressive because it's not opening the double-double lane, but accomplishes more or less the same thing with a slightly longer leave. So it's going to, be harder to screw it up with a bad draw. I mean, that's the problem with keeping a strong 3-tile leave or a strong 2-tile leave, is there's so much junk in the bag that can screw it up. Equity-wise, strong 4 and 5-tile leaves are going to be much, much better than strong 2 and 3-tile leaves. Just because there are so many ways that it can go horribly wrong. I don't know what Austin is considering between his choices. Pretty much all of them are, reasonable. All of the plays at 11E. You know, any of the... Oh, and there's also some fun underlaps, it looks like, playing on row 10 that score just as much.
Yeah, actually, it scores more, but that's if he finds lunt, which is a new word.
Right. So that would be a cool play if he does find the. Austin's got his go-to lined up, anti-Rs, which he played to great effect in the previous round against Phil.
Yes, can't believe it appeared again.
So. Oh yeah, so I mean, once this bingo goes down, Austin's going to have a pretty commanding lead. He's going to be on around 270 something. Lewis is 143, so Lewis will be about 130 points behind, 140 behind, and options will be looking grim. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a score update. And Austin does play anti-Rs again.
Yeah.
And but at this point in the game, depending on the disposition of Harshan's game, Austin could be well on his way to winning this thing. So
It's going at this rate, it could happen. Yeah.
yep, if Austin wins this and with a half game, Austin goes into this round with a half game lead over Harshan. So if he comes away victorious against Lewis, and Harshan falls in his game to Phil, Austin will be the national champion. But yeah, still a lot of things that can happen in this game. So it's perhaps a bit premature to pop the champagne. Let's just keep it on ice for now.
And an interesting spot by Ricky. If Pent was not played, then there will be Astragali through AG.
Wow. That I want to say that came up. I think. Oh, what was it? It might have been at Nationals this year. Or was it like Joe Edley played Estragal and then hooked the eye on it? That word actually came up recently in a big event. I think it was at U.S. Nationals this year. Either Joe Edley played it or Mac Meller played it or somebody, I think, in the TWL division.
Wow, cool.
So yeah, that's pretty cool and interesting that it might come up again.
It seems like he has not drawn a bingo rack yet. Louis rack, yeah. Oh gosh. Like Austin.
So Lewis,
yep. Or being kanji, and Lewis cannot do much damage either.
Oh, if you play kanji and iron.
Yeah. Or jink, yeah.
Yeah, that. There's not much else to do with this rack, is there? So he's looking at jink up top.
Then that will allow him to play jousted.
Yeah.
He play jink up there. Strange.
I could also say like jink on the bottom too, holding AN to go underneath the J next turn. That's a bit cheeky. And if Lewis is holding an A or an O, he's almost certainly looking at low point tiles and is probably going to be sacrificing equity to cover the J if he puts it at A14.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like.
I guess it's leaving lane for row 14 open for bingo.
Yeah, I wonder about kanji if you put Lewis on an S after Siley. and you're opening up for some dangerous S starting bingos on row 15. I don't know. If you play Jank, you're putting him on like 1-point tiles basically. So even if he does hit some long J play, he's going to be destroying a bingo rack and scoring 36 points or 39 points.
Yes.
Yeah, I think with the inferences, Jink works.
Yep. So the move here should be jousted, I guess. Yeah, 48
Yeah, I
points.
think you have to. I think it's enough points. You just sort of have to do it.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a choice here.
I mean, what are you going to play that keeps a bingo leave and keeps the S?
Yeah.
You're going to be giving up, 35 to 40 points in order to do that, which doesn't make any sense. Jousted covers the spots play a bingo, making gritter. It's really annoying the shape of the board because you're starting to enclose in that top section of the board, making a box, which makes it super easy to exhaust the space. Austin makes some scoring play into the D of gritter along row 4, and
Oh, wait. Oh gosh, what is he doing?
that's not.
Oh gosh.
I guess so. There comes a point in the game where even if you're not that sure of a word, if it's
Anything happen?
that's not a word, right? I'm
Yeah,
not
it's not a
crazy.
word. No way. No way
Okay.
it's a word. Anything happened? That's the more worrying thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, no one challenged it. No one challenged.
Really?
Really? What is going on?
I mean, I actually don't hate this play from Lewis because he's at a point in the game where you feel like, okay, I need to play a bingo now or I'm going to lose the game. So you just play what your letters spell.
Yeah.
Right? And
but it's unexpected that Austin would just let it go this easily.
right, that's yeah, there was nothing there. That's not a thing. But wow, interesting. I mean, Austin is still in a commanding position. But there ends up being that moment when I guess you can't believe your opponent at this level that your opponent who's as good as Lewis has played like a top 1000 phony 8. And you're like, I'm gonna look stupid if I challenge this because it clearly must be good, otherwise he wouldn't have played it. That thought process can easily happen. So I can see how it gets left on the board, but my goodness. He's like, oh, I've got a good comeback, and it exhausts 7 from the bag, and it.
Oh well, but he bingos anyways. Not surprised anymore.
So okay, all right, and yeah, Austin is still clearly in control, especially after Dauntons comes down.
Yeah, I mean, with 8,000 in the bag and 161 lead, he has more or less secured the game.
Yeah, so that's it, and fairly quickly this game is moving quickly, so to be finished shortly. But yeah, wow, that's okay.
So it seems like leaving phonies on the board could pay off sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's you look at from Lewis's position. he plays jousted, he's probably going to lose the game. If he plays a phony, either knowingly or is 50-50 on it, or just legitimately made a mistake, however it came to go down. The only path he had to coming back in this game was if he played the bingo and it stayed. So hey,
Yeah.
worth a shot. Worth a shot, I guess. You're gonna lose badly either way. Knowing Lewis and knowing the culture of Scrabble in the UK, I doubt it was intentional. I would not put that on him. It was probably somewhere between a legitimate mistake and, wishful thinking.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Austin could just end the game fast by playing Amiga. Yeah. Or yeah. Agami.
So now there's 4 in the bag. For what it's worth, the Z is unseen.
Wow, Lewis has drawn another rack that does not have a bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis has another rack with no playable bingo. So let's see what pronounceable order he puts the letters in.
Well, his best option here is Umbre. But of course, I mean, if he's losing, he could try anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what he needs to do is find the bonus that loses by 3. Then Austin can't challenge it.
Well, yeah.
Right, with the 5 points on the line.
Yeah. Amber with a horrible spelling.
Right.
Like, what's on his track now? Amboure.
Yeah, so looking from the chat, it looks we don't have a proper score, but it looks like Harshan is winning. So we may all come down to a final game for all of the marbles between Austin and Harshan, which will be quite exciting. The offense-minded Austin Shin and the more defensive Harshan Lanambadasuria. It looks it is very possible we'll see next round. So I do wonder if we'll have a break for me to go and get another cup of coffee before we get the last round, but I don't think I can send Mr. Doggy to get a cup of Joe. Not having opposable thumbs makes it hard for the cat to carry the coffee mug back to me. The Lewis down under 3 minutes.
He needs to make up some word within these 3 minutes.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if there are any winning plays. Probably just the suggested "You Daunton Zarabum" as a triple 15. That might catch him with enough with the Z and the V. But the much more acceptable Bema goes down, leaving a couple places to play out with Euro. That's much more by the book, but far less exciting than the 170 point Hail Mary would have been.
Definitely.
Now Austin can sort of zone out for 11 minutes. Take a deep breath, prepare for the next game.
And prepare to celebrate.
Yep. Have Lewis sit there. Austin can meditate on what ale he's going to have a pint of after the final round. Ritz seems fine.
Which blocks one of the spot for Euro and Nota.
Yep. And and so Euro should go down in a few seconds, and then we will be ready to proceed in an orderly fashion, single file, to the final round of the match.
And yes, that's it.
And there it is. Well done to Austin. At worst, he will be playing in the final round for the tournament, depending on the result of Harshan's game.
Should we ask them some questions? I think we should, right?
Sure.
Yeah, regarding Salted.
Yeah. Yeah, if not, that's fine. A lot of the plays, especially in the early going, were pretty automatic. I think the Pentrack had some interesting options. Yeah, like what happened with Soudard. Yeah, it was not